It's going to look like we're milking Scamandal, like we're profiting off of devastation and heartbreak and loss and betrayal and all the things.
Oh, you and the rest of America.
I hate to break it to you.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
I'm actually very interested to hear from Travis because we've done our Summer House episodes per usual, and obviously we and the rest of the globe have really been focusing on the current scandal. And Travis just mainlined a bunch of Summer House, a bunch of Southern Charm, a bunch of Vanderpump. I would say in about a month, all of it.
Oh, like a month and a half.
Okay.
Humble guy.
It's a lot. So I just want to know what your first reaction to it was. Was it like tragic love story, dumb rebound, or the ultimate betrayal? Because, we kind of all varied.
I don't like how this is being even equated to Scandoval. That was such a bigger thing.
Well, I'm curious.
Scandoval was an 8-year relationship.
Mm-hmm.
9.
Like it just, that was such a different thing. Like, listen, I have a timeline right here. Ciara and Wes got together in 2023. They announced their breakup during the reunion of season 8 reunion, June 6, 2024. What year is it now? 2026? So they broke up 2 years ago.
We're on our way to the moon.
They broke up
That's
2 years
how long ago it was.
So I don't know why any of this is anything, honestly.
There was a married couple who have since separated. Listen, we don't know when this began.
The whole summer? You're saying the whole summer? Like, because Natalie, if you're just having to tune in for the first time, welcome, like and subscribe. But Natalie thinks that Kyle and Amanda have been separated, moved out, separate apartments from the whole since last summer filming of Summer House.
And by separate apartments, I just want to remind everyone that Kyle has 2 spaces in their building. We've talked about doing it as well. So if you've got one more apartment just down the hall, it would be very easy to move out. I'm sure a lot of people would like to move out when they're having problems in their relationship, but you're fully paying for a second unit that is right down the hall. You got the dog still here, all your stuff still down the hall. Like it would really be the easiest move, and I would be shocked to find out that like they never utilized that as a second space, because these two have been fighting like cats and dogs for pretty much the entire time that we've known them. But this relationship has been long over to me for a long time, so that's why I think that they have lived apart and been, separated in that way. But you don't think so?
I don't think Amanda puts up with anything Kyle did this season. I don't think she helps throw his birthday party. Why care? For the cameras, she's leaving the show. She already knew she was leaving the show. She's on you know what I'm saying? She wasn't coming back.
Well, neither of them were.
Kyle's not coming back for sure?
I mean, they are both set to be on In the City. Like,
but does that mean they're not coming back to Summer House?
I imagine Kyle would come back to Summer House.
Things are now up in the air.
I know
this
now
has
they're up
changed
in the
everything.
air. Totally.
And that's why this gets hard to talk about as well, because like so many things have happened since we found out. And that's why we also decided to just like do a little
update.
Which have you seen some of those
Special
like little
report
like
update.
rumors are the cameras aren't going back to Summer House. They're going straight to yeah, they got done filming months ago. This was during the summer.
Yeah.
The cameras were never going back to the house.
Well, they haven't shot the reunion yet.
Of course.
And we haven't watched the whole season. So it could go back in that, because a lot of Summer House is filmed in the city already. So to pick up for Summer House airing, you don't have to be in the Hamptons. You could pick it up and tag it on and make it easily put a final episode.
How many episodes are there? 10?
9.
So far.
Normally do a 15 episode season, 16, right?
Plus 2 reasons.
I feel like there's at least 5-6 more episodes in the can that they're just not airing.
No. They're going to air all of that. When they say pick cameras back up, they're going to do what they did for Scandoval, which, as anyone should. Our screeners are late again this week, so that would tell me that they're working on a cut.
Scandoval, they aired the whole season, and then sent crews back right when everything dropped to get the fallout. Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone in the house has known. I don't think it was like, oh, Wes and Amanda the whole season. No, which is weird because on for Scandoval, Rachel/Raquel, that's what she said. She's got a whole thing about out there saying that like everyone knew. At one point, Ariana saw Raquel and Sandoval getting a little too close, and she walked by and said, "Save it for the cameras."
No, they were getting too close, and she said, "Stop humiliating me." Like everyone is talking. I don't think that she believed anything was happening, though. I think that she was saying,
very
we know
different statements.
Yeah, we know how
I saw a whole thing about. Well, yeah, that's what Rachel Raquel put out. Was that that the producers knew and everyone knew?
So let's go.
I don't think that's happening for this.
But let's run down this road because I spent my whole special report asking questions, right? Like, well, what if it's this? What if it's that? What if it's that? And everybody was like, I can't believe you 100% think all those things that you said. I'm like, what? And I don't know if I think any of them. But I said that Craig and Paige ruined the relationship game for the Bravo sphere, and Scandoval ruined cheating, like ruined meaning like everyone's out to get it now.
This isn't cheating. Nothing.
No. I know it's not cheating. I'm with.
Well, no. What's that? How is this cheating in any way?
Well, because I believe that it was going on during the summer too. I believe that there were definitely
even if it was, how is that cheating?
What I'm saying,
it's not cheating on Ciara.
It would be cheating on her husband, her husband.
And are you all shook up about Kyle getting cheated on, or is this about Ciara?
I am, because I have been led down a path for the last 10 years that Kyle is the Antichrist and Amanda is this sweet little victim. And so, yeah, I would be pretty.
If they were cheating, if this was going on while they were cheating and this broke up the marriage and it wasn't the DJ thing, like that way could have gotten Pat and it was that, then I'm full blown 180 and lighting these two dicks.
I don't think.
I'm not saying that that's not what happened. Like it could be. But my whole thing last time was like, I just don't know. We're going off a lot of headlines and a lot of like, oh, well, he had 17 girlfriends in 12 countries. Okay, did he have 17 girlfriends in 12 countries? I don't know.
I just
like
West.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but it seems that
you really think him and Amanda were having sex, cheating in the house, and Wes was still trying to talk to Ciara that whole time? Is that what you think?
I personally don't believe that they were having sex in the Hamptons house, because that would just be straight suicide.
Kissing?
I would not be shocked at all if they had a little kiss here and there, knowing where the cameras are, and when they're in the bathroom. I don't know. Are you following all this on Instagram? Are you following?
Kind of, but like I can't follow the rumors. Like for a day there was a Ciara and Wes hooked up 3 to 4 weeks ago. Now someone's going, no, they didn't. You know, like I don't know. There's so much rumors right now
too. Like there's so much. That's what I mean. Like, oh, does Wes have 17? Yeah, probably. Like Wes seems like a guy, but like
the photo of Ciara on the pavement, you don't buy it.
Yeah, not true.
Like it happened, just not at that moment for this.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, she didn't like collapse on the sidewalk when she found the news in the meat packing district or wherever the that thing was.
No, I don't think that was supposed to be taken when she found out. Ciara.
But that's what the headline was.
No,
like the picture
headline
came
is
out.
that, no, it was about the joint. They put the statement out. If you're someone who has been kind of in love and off and on seeing someone for the last however long, and it's also been like a global.
They weren't. They were like she wasn't giving him the time of day.
Listen, I just want you both to be careful. If you're not internet sleuths, if you're not following these like the updates on Instagram, if you're not following Dumois and just people that are like, actually, I was at this restaurant and here's a photo of them together over here. You can't really see what they're doing, but they are together in some random town and whatever. If you're not following that, I would just be careful about being about where your convictions are.
No, I can have convictions in this moment and not know what the future is. The future is able to change my beliefs.
Yeah, totally.
But in this moment, I don't think it's as malicious as everyone's acting out to be. I don't know how Ciara is a victim in any of this because they're not dating. We saw the talking heads.
This is what I'm saying.
We saw Amanda and Ciara talking about things. Wes didn't. Wes is just like, man, this chick's not giving me the time of day. She's pissed off me last year. She's not doing anything. Like,
There is word that they have been seeing each other in just the last couple months. That they did start it up again and did give it a go again. So if that
Ciara and West.
I'm not an angel by any stretch of the imagination, but I am not a fan of cheaters. I don't like cheating. It's not my jam. To think that somebody's so crazy, diabolical, ruthless, reckless, unconscionable, like all of those adjectives I'm like, there's no way. Like and I get it. People are gonna be like, what are you talking about? This world is a psychotic place. 100% it is. This seems way more psychotic. Like this seems It has to just be like, this isn't that serious because Ciara and West weren't in love. They're not dating. That's all bullshit. West, like, yeah, maybe he was seeing other chicks, but like, I don't know. I can't get it into my head. If West was with Ciara, and I said that from the jump, like, as of now, the only problem I have with this whole thing is the Ciara part, is that West flirted with her a little too much for my liking to not. Because I kept saying it, like, but leave her alone or come correct the second time because we know what happened.
But
I don't think there's a but there.
I just added one. Ass.
Try.
It's a free country.
Yes.
They got done filming in July of last year.
September?
They filmed all the way through August.
Yeah, I think they filmed June to September, July to September, or July to August, June, July,
September
August.
is not the summer. So that seems crazy.
Well, how many weeks? It's 15 weeks, right?
I don't know, but they filmed through August because both Kyle's and Lindsay's birthdays are in
June,
August.
July, August.
So
that's summer.
Yeah.
September, October, November. So yeah, he was flirting with her in the house. It went nowhere. September, October, November. Now Amanda's going through a breakup. Now Wes is just kind of being the shoulder they can cry. We're all humans. We've all been through shit.
If you go back and kind of watch things with this new thing, there's a bunch of moments where West and
you talking about when Kyle freaked out about she's not paying attention to me. She gave me f you eyes, and then they go into
West. I'm talking about West and Amanda. West is treating Amanda different. He's doing different things. West would never go into their bedroom. He would never go back all the way to the bathroom. Kyle and Amanda have fought 1,000 times. I'm sure Kyle's told her to off 100 times that we can't remember. Yeah. I'm sure she's probably said something. Like, this is nothing new. This isn't a new fight. West has never gone back that far. He's never taken a sock to cover up his microphone.
What are you saying now?
I'm just saying that, like, in hindsight, knowing what we know now, looking back, I'm like, something was about to happen.
You saying he his mate's missus?
No, I don't think they banged back then. But I'm still in this mode of like, I'm going to go with love. I'm going to go with like, people aren't that psychotic. Like, cause it's too diabolical for me to accept right now. I still want to like West, even though that I feel weird inside and people are going to be like, they're going to go crazy. Fine. But like,
hey, listen, he's pulled one over on all the hoes. So why should you be any different?
Right. No. And I think, and
don't
I'm starting
that.
to
she just
believe,
called you a hoe.
Like,
no, I'm starting to believe that he got me, like that he.
This conversation's been going on for 16 minutes, and I don't know whose side you're on. I don't know what you believe in, sir.
When I started, I believed. Here's what I believe.
He's about to get eaten up by the audience. That's why he's kind of like,
Yeah,
I already said what I said last time, and people told me to literally kill myself.
Yeah, really.
Oh wait, am I gonna get hate?
They're gonna come do it. Oh, I got a little online hate. Yeah,
you're gonna be fine. Just
I got Amanda. I got bullied. Whatever. I had a couple people sticking up for me.
You got cyberbullied.
I got cyberbullied.
It's crazy. Here's the thing. There's something very specific. Like, I love that Kyle.
Somebody called me autistic.
Someone said it's so nice that. Oh, I sent it to you. I screenshot and sent it to you. Someone said it's so sweet of you guys to like let this autistic kid stay on the show.
Yeah, and his points are basically meaningless, but we're not going to tell him. We're going to tell him it's okay.
Yeah. No, you guys should just placate him, which I think is hilarious because I always think of autistic kids as being like the smartest motherfuckers I've ever met.
Booyah!
So I don't know.
Yeah, you just basically called me a genius.
I love that Kyle can walk out of all this and looking pretty, but it's God. Kyle Cooke.
So
he's just gonna say some shit that you're like, come on, Kyle.
Yeah.
You could have walked away from this squeaky clean and no one would be talking about you being a shitty person. And he's gonna it up.
Yeah. I still am on my path of what I said last weekend.
Which is?
I think Amanda and Kyle were shitty to each other. I think Kyle was maybe a little bit more shitty. I think that Amanda asked for something that she didn't get. She bailed emotionally.
Asked for something she didn't get.
From Kyle. Like, what's up with the DJ thing? What is it? Like, I've asked you to not do that. What are we doing?
I do agree. We're in a marriage. I just asked you. The two things I hate about you is your drinking and your late nights, and you wanted to DJ. So I get that, but yeah.
Keep going. Totally. Yeah. But I'm also like, well, you got married to the dude, so figure it out. You know what I mean? And you got married to her, so figure it out. Like, you guys need to figure it out, and I don't think they really tried.
I think Amanda tried. I think Kyle's crazy.
Right. So exactly. So I think that Amanda tried a little harder. I think Kyle was a bigger dick to her overall, and it didn't work out. Their marriage dissolved, And while that was happening, somebody was there and listening and giving her support and telling her that, yes, that was uncalled for what he just did. And it was a man. And like we've heard and now been confirmed by someone who went to school with Amanda, she seems to hop from dude to dude to dude and like to be in a relationship. So I think that for her, it's probably a rebound. For him, it's like, oh man, I think I'm in love. I think they think they're in love. I think that they think that like they found their person, right?
Well, so did Tom Sandoval.
I don't think Tom Sandoval and Raquel thought that.
They did. They f***ing did.
This is
Unless he
that's
played
what
it up.
I think happened. And I think that they think that they fell in love. I don't yet believe the whole Ciara and West was maybe there was a thing. So like, in my opinion, I think West started having these feelings last summer. Now knowing what I know, like before I didn't think anything of it, but now knowing it and going back and thinking and being like, wait, there was that moment and that moment. Now I'm pissed at West because you were also flirting with Ciara. And now I think that you were doing that to distract from feelings or flirting.
I think
that's where the Ben thing was with Amanda, maybe.
That's like levels of shit. Like, I just don't.
Oh my God. Did you listen to the episode? These two were levels on levels on levels.
I don't think West has that in him. He's just a dumb caveman.
You think West is?
Yeah.
He's an idiot and I hate him now. And there's nothing this guy can do to get back in my good graces. But like, I don't think he's dumb. I think he's a sociopath.
You remember that game night they were having? And Ciara was sitting in this chair and Wes was over here and he was trying to.
Yeah.
So you think he's doing that while hooking up with Amanda when Kyle and Amanda haven't fully separated yet?
A lot of people think that he was doing that he scooted Ciara's chair over
Amanda jealous.
to make Amanda jealous because Amanda just went in and gave Kyle a kiss of a lifetime that I haven't seen her give him since early seasons.
Which we all sat here and was like, why are these guys getting a divorce?
Yeah.
They seem so in love. And now we're like, oh, you were trying to make Wes jealous. So he got pissed, scooched over to Ciara to make you jealous. So like the conclusion of what I think, but I also think that I'm going to have to change my opinion here any minute because I'm now starting to lean towards these people are psychos. They're full-blown psychos and they don't give a shit about anybody. And West is I don't even know what the term is. There's going to be a new term.
When was the first episode of the season? When did it air? The first episode? February or is it beginning of March?
I think February 3rd, 4th, something like that.
Wait, it's only 10 episodes and we're in April.
What does that mean?
I'm just thinking about when the final cuts, when they're sending the final cuts from edit to Bravo. And is there a world where if we believe what Chicken Fry and Dave Portnoy said, that they were together at the Super Bowl the first week of February? Is it possible that all these episodes were edited with someone from the producing team knowing that this was going to come out? That's why my head just went there. Started thinking about the timeline of that. If they were seen together at the Super Bowl and someone other than Dave Portnoy or Chicken Fry realized it, someone from their team, producing team from Bravo, was like, oh shit. I'm wondering if all these episodes were edited with the knowledge by the producing team.
Maybe because Super Bowl seems to be the place to take your secret boyfriend if you want to let it out. What if you want to soft launch your secret boyfriend?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, listen, I got all the love for Ciara, but I just don't know how she's. Yeah, it probably sucks that her friend Amanda wasn't like, hey, I might be catching feelings with Wes. How do you feel about that? But I also feel like
that she didn't. Do we even know that?
We don't.
Has Ciara come out and been like, no idea. No, both of them.
I also understand Amanda's world where she's like, shit, I'm catching feelings for Wes. We want to make sure this is really a thing before I even bring it up because it could up a friendship. So if it's not a real thing, maybe I shouldn't even talk about it.
Yeah.
Listen, I just want you to watch this, and I don't know if I'm going to put it up because we might get a copyright thing, but I'll just describe it to you in a moment. I just want you to watch this and tell me if this changes anything to you.
If the words weren't on the screen, there's no f***ing way anyone's thinking those things.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen,
you know what you see those things in the back in the day when you saw someone, it was like they wrote a whole paragraph, but all the words were kind of misspelled, but your brain still picked it up because you knew.
Yeah.
So when you read a word, you say it in your mind. So if someone's whispering it, you're going to go, okay, that's what they said.
Okay. So when he walks out, though, just say, when he walks out, he's got a sock.
He's hiding his boner?
I don't know what he's doing with it.
They're saying he used it to cover his mic.
We also know that if anybody ever saw a little movie called American Pie, what else do you do with the sock?
Jerk off in it.
Yeah.
So you think you Louis C. Cater in the
Listen,
You
bathroom?
don't have a lady
It
friend
seems to
when
me
you have the sock, though.
like
That's
he
the
went
point.
in there, covered his mic to say something to her. Granted,
jerked
I'm
him off
sure a
into
lot
a
of
sock.
people. I mean, that's just like kind of a funny thing because that's like if you're my age, you know, you've seen that movie. So, anyways, the more likely thing is obviously he wanted to talk to her and not be recorded, which is like I'm sure they all want to have conversations and not be recorded. It's just, have you ever seen him, like you said, walk up into their room, go back into the bathroom, and they're kind of having a conversation that at first sounds like it's like, oh, we're gonna hit these beats, and I just want to tell you that you were right about that. Thank you for so much for understanding. And then him basically going shh, 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 and showing that he's gonna cover these things. It just is very suspicious that they're having this conversation in the bathroom with the mic covered. She starts crying. Are they this close? Is Amanda crying to Wes
That's what
Wilson?
I'm saying. Like, there's never been. That's what I mean. Like, he's never gone in their room. He's never. What I'm saying is, they've never been that close. Like,
Yeah.
there's a literal physical.
There's an intimacy between them.
Yeah, they're close. There's a closeness there that is shown by him
Yeah.
making his way all the way back past a boundary
Yeah.
that he shouldn't be passing. That's Kyle's area.
Yeah.
And I know that might sound weird, but it's
No,
Kyle's area.
it is. It's a ballsy move, especially for someone like Wes, who just doesn't really get involved in shit. He's not someone who, Wes, like, listen, I have enjoyed him on this show. I have thought he was very funny, very charismatic. I was happy to have him. I can't stand Jesse. I've hated Kyle from the very beginning of time.
What?
Kyle? Yeah, I've hated Kyle forever.
He's just a little lover boy.
Oh my God. And I'm proud of always hating Kyle because he's done some really just stupid things that are just like, he acts like an 8-year-old. He's never not been an 8-year-old to me. However, all of that said, Wes is not someone I think goes out of his way to do nice things or to care about someone, especially if it goes into, like, that's your friend, that dude is your bro. You guys have a share house. I'm sure you've, become, there's a brotherhood amongst the guys in this house, even when I don't understand it. You're going to go out of your way and kind of break your cycle of the pattern that you've always shown where you're non-confrontational. You don't get involved in people's business. You don't, this is not your thing. And now you're doing it for this girl. And in a very private space in her home, and she's crying and you're covering your mic. And I don't know, it's just weird.
Okay, so you bring up a good point about having to go back in the bathroom. Like, that's kind of like, it's never happened before. So there's a world where you're right. I just don't think that's truly levels on levels on levels to be like rubbing her foot, flirting with Ciara. I don't think it went down that way. But I'm with you. I think I stand exactly where you are. That's weird. But I think she was going through shit and he was there.
I don't think they were banging or had kissed or anything like that. I think they had started hanging out.
I don't think he said baby. Maybe Katie, rabies. So many things could have sounded like baby.
Lacy.
No, that
like that lacy top you're wearing. Take that lacy top off like you did in Miami last weekend.
Listen, at this point, they have been in the house for 4-ish weeks or so. Like, this is probably, I don't know. They kind of do 2 episodes. I would say that a month, about a month. They've been in this house. Could they have really gotten that close in that month in the house, or were they hanging out?
No, but I think their relationship was close because Wes was dealing with Ciara stuff, and Amanda was there kind of helping him with stuff back in the day, going back season.
You're saying that the relationship started back then?
Their friendship.
Yeah. Clearly, Amanda came into the house, checked out. Whether they were living together or not living together, she was ready to pack up. Like, she was clearly gone from day one. The opening scene of this season is her getting dropped off to go ride with Ciara. Literally, that was our introduction to Amanda and Kyle this year. Oh, they don't ride together anymore.
Yeah.
all they've done for 6 years is ride together
Yeah.
in that BMW, right?
Even when they hated each other.
And no one really rides with them. Like they ride together. They're the patriarch. They're like the whatever.
The mom and dad
Mom
of the
and
house.
dad of the house, whatever. We're already done. We know it's done. Maybe Kyle doesn't think so, but Amanda thinks so. So already at that point, I think the group knows. Your friends know. Ciara knows. The girls know. West maybe has already picked up on something. Maybe West is like the one that's like, you know what? Like you said, like, let's go out. I'll come out. I'm coming out with the boys. I'll see Ciara and we'll go out and we'll have a good time. They had a great time. And that was it. They just had fun. And it was the first time Amanda had fun with a dude in a zillion years. And maybe for a half a second, she looked at West and was like, huh.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then 2 weeks later, they go out again. And now we're at the summer house and things are happening. And then Kyle says a thing and West is gone. And so like this just keeps happening. These things keep happening. They keep going out. She keeps looking and having more of these moments. He's starting to be like, is she looking at me funny, bro? Like, I think Amanda's in. Well, how could I fuck? No, that's my, maybe. And then now he's feeling empathy and compassion because she's getting shit on by this dude. And now he feels like his man parts of him are coming out and wants to protect her and go into this bathroom. So like, I think that all built up over this last 10 months, a year, whatever. I think they probably, I want to think that they just recently had that conversation.
It's slow build. It wasn't they were just drunk one night and they're like, oh, let's get together.
Yeah, and then I don't think they were just banging and sneaking around and doing this whole thing.
Into each other. They have had a thing. If you go back and watch, I didn't even, this wasn't even for me a go back and watch.
Yeah.
This was not a go back and watch for me. This was, I have been tracking these two, perking up when the other one walks in, looking for the other one.
But that doesn't mean
smiling.
They're banging. That just means they've realized there's something there.
But that's what I'm saying is that they had this connection.
You should see him when Jason Badian comes around. He's like, ooh, hey.
I think that the best case scenario of just in the betrayal aspect when it comes to West, Kyle, and Amanda, this is not speaking for Ciara at all, is that they were coming into this house and Wes already fully knows that that they're not together anymore. And so he feels a little carte blanche to be able to do things like go upstairs and go in the bathroom. I'm not sure if Kyle really, I think that they could still be living in separate places, but Kyle still thinking he's going to be able to salvage this. Yeah. We're going back to the share house. We're going to be in the same room. We're going to be sleeping in the same bed. Because as we've seen, Kyle does not let go of things easily. Kyle has kept this company on life support. He's kept his marriage on life support. I think he thinks. He
pivoted to another business to keep one business open.
Yeah.
I have to DJ to keep my alcohol company afloat.
Yeah.
What, dude?
But see, that is just someone who is willing to go the distance for something. He does not want to fail. And I think that he treats his marriage the same way that he treats his company, his business, his failing business. So like I said, best case is Kyle thinks that there's still a shot that they could mend things over this summer, but West and Amanda have their own separate relationship, and she has told him straight up, "I'm just going back to this house to do it's the 10th season. We're starting the new show. We're going right into it. It's part of the story. I've kind of signed on to this, so I'm just going to finish this." So like I said, West best case knows that it's completely over, so he thinks that he's not really betraying his friend Kyle. He thinks and they've been flirting and they've got a connection. And I do believe that before the house even started, I believe that they at least had a kiss. I don't know if they were banging. I don't know if they weren't. They both seem at this point to me, I don't put anything past these hoes.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the part I don't want to believe, because then it just opens the can of worms of oh, wow, you guys are actual psychopaths.
Unless they think, like I said, she's we're not together. We haven't even lived in the same place.
No. I'm with you on that. I think that's true. And again, their check. She's out. She's out. And I get it. They're not divorced. They're not separated technically. Yeah, sure, fine. There's a moment where you're it's inevitable, and I don't know if
I think last season, it's obviously was not going well for a long time. But they were
still fighting. She was still fighting. She cared.
She's the only one that was still fighting.
There was a care in those little laughters and the moments of hope. And this year, there's nothing, dude.
Yeah,
there's a smirk there. And like I said, I told Meg, like, again, I don't want to believe this, but I told Meg, it feels like feels like a woman who's cheating on her husband.
Yeah.
Like that's how checked out she is, that she's already got a situation. She's already got a replacement. She's not scared. She's not nervous. She's not wondering, how am I going to relive my life, get back into being like, there's nope. I'm already got it.
Yeah.
We're done. So like, that's the vibe I get from her. But I also agree that like her, so that's why I'm like, I don't know if I am mad at West about the Kyle thing. Like, no, they're kind of done. And then the Ciara thing, I'm mad about because she literally just said the whole thing about like, yeah, white dude's with me, and I get shit on it for it. And then these two white people are
with God, I'm gonna get shit on. I didn't think about that correlation.
Yeah,
don't hate me.
You're gonna get shit on because you're a dick.
You could have praised that scene, and you're still gonna get shit on because you think that nothing wrong happened here. You don't think that anybody was cheated on, and that
because in my world, nothing happened until they were out of the house in October, November, December.
Yeah, like that's
in that world.
That's the other thing is like right now everyone's got a different thing in their head.
If this
you're
is
like,
Scandoval,
no, this has been going on, so you're crazy to think that there's nothing happened.
I mean, if you didn't catch on to it just by watching these two people in the room together, and like you just don't like have the kind of I don't expect everybody to be looking at everyone with a tin hat like I do. That's my.
I will
thing,
say this:
you know?
if this is a Scandoval, and it has been going on since the house, completely with you. I just don't think it's that. Until I see receipts, not sleuthing, not Instagram, because once again, I saw something that said Ciara had a PI that shot a video through Wes's room.
No, that Paige paid for. Paige hired. Which I was like, that's so on brand for Paige.
Yeah.
But it's also
also like, if this comes out where it was like this whole time, yeah. You, Wes.
Yeah, Wes, it's clear that you knew something, you had some things going on with Amanda. So your behavior towards Ciara during that time is now
inexcusable
for
malicious.
All those
agreed.
Things. Yeah,
but I don't know that's true yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if this is a Scandoval and it's been going on since the summer, like your theory, yeah, totally with you.
You want to know why I almost am like now even more convinced than ever that like some really shady dealings happened is just because of like Paige was one of Amanda's like bridesmaids, I think. Like they were tight. They were all really good friends. Paige and Amanda were very good friends up until the very end. And I want to throw Ciara in there too, but I always felt like Paige was the glue in that friendship. Mm-hmm. So if Paige is totally out on Amanda and she is all forces behind, like her and Hannah are both like have said it. We just watched them on Giggly a couple days ago. Like they're 100% supporting Team Ciara. I don't know if that would be so easy for Paige to do if there was a gray area here, because she was so close with Amanda. So it feels like she must know something diabolical to be like, I'm out.
I mean, they can't not take a take. So the best thing to do is take Ciara's side and be there to back her.
But they could though, because they're not even on the show. They cannot.
But everyone knows what they want. Everyone needs to know their opinion. How do they not have an opinion?
Yeah. But like Paige is not a person that would give if Paige was still friends with Amanda, she's not going to tell the world she's not. You know, she's not. And listen, she didn't say those specific words, but when she said, we are fully behind Ciara, 100% supportive. We've been talking about this nonstop. You think I haven't, like, Hannah was like, oh, I was trying to call her to show her my new music video. And she's like, I'm a little busy right now. Like, I'm dealing with this whole thing. Everyone is calling me for comment and whatever. And she's talking about how she's like, when I was in that last 7 months of my breakup with Craig, I finally told Hannah later, thank you so much for letting me call you and basically tell you the same story every single day, multiple times a day for 7 months in a row. She's basically saying that about Ciara. She said that now that's what Ciara and her are doing. So there's not a single mention of Amanda's name, which tells me that Paige, without saying F Amanda, I'm done with her, she's dead and buried to me. She doesn't even exist in Paige's world anymore. And we know that how Paige treats people that she doesn't f with anymore. They don't exist. She doesn't even say their names.
Yeah, kind of true. I think you're wrong, Travis.
Woo!
Until I get receipts, I don't know.
And that was my big thing is like, We're all reading
Oh,
headlines.
you're with him?
We're
Let
not
me just
even
write that down, and I'll
reading-
make sure to put that in the.
We're not even
community
reading the
post.
articles.
Oh,
you
white
know?
guys standing next to each other, huh? Having each other's backs.
Somebody's going to be, what did they say about you and Courtney? You guys are sad represented white women, or
We failed as white women.
we failed as white women.
Which
So
is
we
like-
failed as white men.
Well, I am a white woman,
So
so I
many
don't know if
ways.
I'm. How do you fail at being one if you just are one? Maybe I failed at being a black woman, but I don't think I failed at being a white
That's a
woman.
valid point. I never thought about that.
Yeah, but listen, I've failed at many things, and stick it onto the list.
Yeah, true. The list is getting long.
Do
for
y'all
us.
think this is reboot?
I don't think it's-
Vanderpump New Generation. Do you
No.
think they reset?
No, get rid of the OGs and keep these newbies.
Keep West, Jesse,
No,
Bailey.
West can go
West,
now.
no.
Jesse can go now. Maybe Jesse can.
So then who?
stick
You're bringing a
around.
whole new
The shitty
cast.
part is that I don't put it past Bravo to continue on with West because
If
Wes
it
and
comes
Jesse
out,
and Kyle would be electric next season.
If
Sorry.
you
it
think
comes
Kyle's
out,
f***ing with West?
yeah, no. If
Have
it
you
comes
seen
out,
the Kyle interviews that he's doing on the street with the
3 parts.
that?
Yeah.
He's so pissed at West.
If it comes out that this is not just a whoops, we fell in love type of situation, I don't think you can have West and Amanda back.
No.
Which is crazy
I
because
don't think you can have West. I don't think you can
in the
have either
city
of
he's
them
already
back.
shot, right?
I think he's out. I
Yeah,
think he
they're
lost
mid,
his
they're-
job.
Who?
West. Like I don't think West can come back
West-
unless you're just gonna bait rage these or whatever, rage bait them.
Listen, they could bring West back.
You need a Fallout season.
They could bring West
You're gonna
back.
get it in the reunion.
And you're going to get it in the
They're
city.
gonna do a 3-part reunion.
Okay. I am not saying to bring West back, but I am trying to put myself in the position of like whoever is making these decisions on this show. There would be a million eyeballs on it. Of course, there would be people that are like, I'm boicotting it, but they'd just watch it because you would just almost, because it's rage. You want
That's
to
what I
rage
mean.
hate. Like it is what it is. So I think that the only way that could really make a ton of sense is if you just had West and Jesse be the only ones that return. You could have Bailey and Levi like the new, but out of like the older cast, because Jesse and West are like the middle cast. So everyone else would be gone. You'd have them, and then there'd be new people, and then they would only have to deal with it in that people would want to. They just met West, would probably want to ask questions, so you get something out of that. But like he wouldn't really have to deal with it from the people in his life that like would really hold him to real account.
What about this? All new cast and Carl.
I love it.
Somebody in our comments was
Write a
like,
check.
Just a bunch of 20-year-olds and just Carl being sober over there, just
Like the
crushing.
bus driver. He's just like driving the school bus to like the
totally.
beach and like, get in, kids.
somebody in the comments was like, this is a disaster. They should get rid of everybody and only keep, and they started listing off all the names. It was all the girls and KJ and Carl. I'm like, I don't know about that one.
I thought Carl should have been done a couple seasons ago. I was like, why is he still coming back?
Like,
What are you
I
doing?
don't- Yeah, I don't hate Carl, but I'm also like, bro, you're weirding me out.
Who do you think the real victim, or do you not even think there is a victim in any of this? Because you don't
Listen,
know enough to.
in the world that this has happens, in your version that they had a thing, whether they kissed or yada yada, since the house, that's up for Ciara. Other than that, I don't see a victim in it. They were separated. Yeah, the divorce isn't finalized, but Kyle and Amanda, Kyle, you can f off. You were a dick. Kyle had a ride or die for years. There's a lot of women that would have walked away from Kyle years ago because that dude's a child. So he had a ride or die, really. So I think, yeah, I don't know if there's any other victims here.
Yeah, Ciara's
In
the
your
only one.
world, Ciara. And in the world you set up, Ciara.
In all the worlds, it's Ciara. It's just what level.
What level? And yeah, when did, like you said, we don't know what conversations have been had.
Yeah, it could be a minor of like, that's up. That's up. You know, you didn't even talk to her. Like, that's your friend. Like, that's up thing due to your friend.
It's diabolical. And it's not because they were in a relationship and there was cheating. It's that these two women have talked about everything under the sun, from how this relationship started to when, as it was going, to when it ended, to the fallout that they had to spend like the year after that, to the New York Times story, to just being back in the house and there's these new feelings and he's touching her and he's flirting with her, and they're going to have some moments, as you see on the thing,
Do you think
for
she
her to
shared
be
a
on the
lot
other end of
this
that.
with Amanda?
Well, Amanda's there. But I think that she shared all of it with Amanda before, if only because Paige was there before. So it was the three of them.
Right.
It was Paige is the glue. So this year, what it seems like is like they're together all the time. This year, they go in each other's rooms and they talk every night. Amanda cries to her. She Ciara tells her she's the most loyal person. She deserves the world. You're the strongest person I know. All the things. While like this thing is brewing, at best, it's brewing. At worst, things have already happened in some capacity. I know we don't know, but this is a vibe space for me. I go with I like to make predictions.
Even if it's brewing, that's still innocent. Like maybe they don't fully realize it's brewing.
Oh, they realize it's brewing. Like you can't see that scene in the bathroom and not know that like these two are highly care about each other. Like and whatever care, it might be too nice of a word, but like they're getting something from each other.
That is definitely the scene where you're like, oh, if you didn't know before, like again, I don't think they're banging, but that was the scene that I was like, oh, something's happening. That scene aired before the Scamandal,
yeah.
and I was like, because we talked about it because we had to work, and so I missed an episode. And Harris filled in, and on that episode, she was like, "Oh, I think West and Amanda have hooked up, or something's going on."
Before we do anything about anything,
you have a vested interest. You really want this to happen, so you can be right.
I really want any of this to happen.
No, you really want, so you could have called it. It's I see what's happening.
Dude, she got so many compliments. But then I came back the next week and was like, "Listen, I don't know. I wouldn't have said it. Like, she gets all the credit, but like." I explained, like, when I saw that scene in the bathroom, I thought to myself, something's happening. Like, something's either happened or happening. Like, this is a weird dynamic that between these two that I've never seen before. So it popped into my head, and we knew nothing about anything. Basically, we're geniuses.
What is also funny is that I sent, before we knew anything had happened, I sent Harris a DM, and we send 10 million DMs a day, so I couldn't even find it if I wanted to, but I said something like, there is totally something going on here, and Amanda will be the one to break West. If West has been the forever I don't do relationships guy, I think that there's something about Amanda that he is very titillated by, tantalized by, whatever, whether it's part of her fame, part of her glow up, that she's been getting a ton more deals and a ton more coverage. Like everyone is looking to her now because she's going to be the single lady on the prowl and just coming into her own. We've only known her as basically Kyle's child in a way, you know? And I could, because I truly thought in that moment, I thought she is going to prioritize herself and she's not going to be willing to take any heat for this. She's not going to do anything substantial with you because she's not going to fuck up all of the goodwill she's getting right now and all of like the promise of like to be some level of a Paige, you know, or even an Ariana, because she got cheated on very early on, but she didn't get wronged in that way towards the end, but she was resuming her life, you know, taking her life back, leaving the nest and going out to thrive and show us this new thing.
Talking about Ariana?
Amanda. Like I thought that this would not go anywhere because I actually thought for a moment that Amanda would not ever put a relationship with someone like West ahead of all of the shit that's like basically at her fingertips right now. Like she is leveled up hardcore just this last year. And then I was kind of had to be reminded, like, no, that's who Amanda is. Amanda is always with a dude. She's defined by a guy that she's with. She goes after guys who I think she thinks that she can change. And I get it. We've only known her with Kyle, but like you watch her with Kyle, and as a woman, I know who that girl is. Like you just know. Like I have friends like that thrive in kind of toxic relationships. They are more comfortable being the victim in a relationship or being the one that's like, got to put him to bed now. You know, they're kind of like caretakers. They find their roles, their identity in, I'm with this guy who's like, everyone knows what an idiot he is, and I'm the saint that's going to, you know, stand by his side and you know, throw relationships away for him, like Hannah. Anyway, okay, so listen, I think we're done.
I will say though, the best thing that ever happened to Ariana's career was Tom cheated on her. What did she do? Is she doing Love Island now?
No, listen, you're not wrong.
Listen,
and it's
she
all
went through
amazing.
shit.
Great, love it. The Broadway thing is the one that makes me the most upset because she went and did Broadway and she wanted to be an actor, but I don't know if she pursued it hard enough. And then she went and did Broadway because of all this and is apparently amazing. So I'm always like, dang, I wish you would have just pursued it harder and found out on your own that you were amazing at acting and not found out because of this stupid thing that this stupid dude did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And maybe it doesn't make a difference. Like she got her shot. Everyone gets a shot a different way. But there's a part of me that it's like the chicken fry thing. Ariana, or what's her name? What? No. Brianna Chicken Fry. When her and what's his name broke up and he was like, well, I'm going to buy you a house.
Yeah.
And she was like, I don't want your house. I don't want to be sitting on this porch 10 years from now thinking I gave up my freedom or my soul or my
I signed an NDA about my whole life.
Yeah, for this house. I'd rather buy my own house.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
she did. And like, so like that kind of, that was cool to me. And so I always think that about Ariana. Like, I'm glad that she got what she got, but there's times when I wish she would have got it just on her own.
No, yeah.
And
again, I also like even
she got
if
it on her own, she did. She put in the work and she's still working and getting it. So like,
even if Wes and Amanda went into the house with a relationship, a full blownzy,
yeah,
you know, I still don't think it's as bad.
End game, if they're end game,
I still don't think it's as bad as Scandoval.
You think if Wes and Amanda were banging while
full blownzy relationship went into the house, I don't think.
Yeah, then it's as bad. Then it's
Scandoval
worse.
was an 8-year relationship.
This is a marriage. This is an 8-year
that
marriage.
relationship was over.
So was Scandoval.
Everyone.
Tom and Ariana were already fighting, and Tom was already checked out. Tom was the Amanda in that situation. So like if Wes and Amanda were full blown banging and we find out like, no, this has been going on for 9 months before, and like that was like Amanda was still working on the problem. It's worse. It's
not worse.
It's a marriage. That makes it worse.
I mean, but Ariana didn't believe in marriage. They were practically what's it called, common law at that point.
That's not a thing in California.
Oh well, you guys need to go to Texas.
Oh, lucky me. What do you got, Chief?
So much, but it's all just speculation. He's not going to find it fine.
Wow. I really shit on it.
Yeah.
You said you agree with me that like I like listen, anyone can say anything and yeah, it could be eyewitness and you can see photos, but I don't know until there's something verifiable. I don't.
You think Dave Portnoy and Chicken Fry were just made that whole thing up?
No.
Oh.
Dave Portnoy and Brianna said it. That's two people saying something that would know that, but I don't know these people online.
You know that Ciara was there as well.
Who?
Ciara was with them at the Super Bowl with Wes and Amanda.
And they were saying nice things about each other 3 weeks ago. So maybe Ciara did know.
Oh, God. He didn't mean it.
What?
You think that Ciara knew this was going on and just went along with it and then decided
You
to
tell
wait
me Dave
until-
Portnoy and Brianna picked it up and Ciara was there and didn't pick it up?
Brianna is friends with Wes and Amanda. They hang out together.
Yeah, Wes and Brianna made out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but now they're in
Amanda
their own
Ciara
little friend group.
Best friends. Let's ask this question. Amanda and Wes are banging.
Yeah.
Who is Amanda tell?
I don't think she tells anyone at the house. I think that her and Wes have formed their own little subculture group, like this, like a little, like a Wes and a bunch of New York hipsters. Like they're all wearing, they all look homeless to me, frankly.
Okay, Grammy.
What they do. And she's been wearing his clothes and his hats and his earphones, or they've got the same ones, but why are you buying the same?
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what, when somebody was like, oh, maybe, have you guys thought about maybe Amanda didn't know about the other women? And I'm like, okay, come on.
Oh, like, I don't think Amanda is.
But these dudes are on Instagram. They're all, like, we know and they don't. These are their best friends.
You guys don't believe speculation, do you?
Do you?
That's all I believe. I don't believe any facts.
I feel like probably in the beginning, I'm sure she did know that Wes was dating other people. They can't date normally. They can't go out and actually pursue this thing to take this thing out and make it a real thing. It could have even been comforting to her. Like, you've got stuff to lose too. So I definitely do, you know? So
on the record, you think they made out before they entered the house, had a full-blown relationship going into the house, maybe didn't in the house. But you think they were kissing and loving and doving throughout the whole season?
Yeah, I think that they were not in a relationship, but I think that what are you doing?
Kissing.
I think that they definitely felt their feelings and talked to each other about them. It was it was a thing. I don't think that they went into there being like, we're committed. This thing with Kyle is on its way out. I've just got to play through or whatever. Like, I don't think that they were in like a relationship like that, or like banging on the regular in front of anyone or whatever. But yeah, I definitely think that there was a moment and something that consummated that moment, that whether it was, we talked about this already, just like just two people spending a lot of time together that end up having a kiss one night, and then they both go home to their respective lives, and it doesn't pick up full steam until after the summer. I'm sure that there was some bops here and there throughout the summer. That's just how I feel. That's just what I think. And it's not from like, oh, and here's my timeline evidence. It's just like,
if that's true, then West.
You don't think West either way. Like, you did have this thing with Ciara.
That's
you did know that she felt how she felt. You did know that was her best friend, whatever, or believed to be. There's a million girls out there that you're banging.
If Ciara is the only victim, which we agree, and then we have to wait for more evidence to come out to decide what level of victim, could be like next level victim where Amanda and West should be fucking killed or beat up in an alley or something good. Or like, that sucks, kind of whatever, right? It's somewhere in that scale. If we believe that, which we do, then West has to be on the West scale. It's either, dude, off. That's a piece of shit thing to do, to flirt with this girl when you were also flirting with this girl.
Up.
Or it is, bro, jump off a cliff. You're a Looney Tune and do not procreate ever because you're a psychopath. They're both on levels.
So if Ciara is the Ariana, Amanda is the Tom Sandoval.
Amanda is the...
West is the Raquel.
No, Raquel is Amanda.
And Kyle is DJ James Kennedy.
The parallels. The parallels.
I forgot that they were both DJs.
That's nice.
Hilarious.
That was good.
Okay, let me tell you, the best case, then we can wrap this up and get out of here, and I'll do better next time with putting this stuff in a more...
Are you hungry? Are you going to go home? Do you want to...
I'm going to, as soon as this is over, I'm going to go home so I can let my dog out. And I already cleaned my porch, so...
Pee on you.
You already cleaned your fork? Is that what you said?
My porch.
Oh, your porch.
They don't understand. They won't understand that.
No, I was thinking that like, because like a single guy, I've got this one fork. So I've cleaned my fork. It's ready for dinner time.
Madam, I have 3 forks. How dare you? I'm not even joking you. So while moving, I found my box of silverware. Yeah. I only pulled out like a couple pieces. And then as I moved into the new place, I didn't unpack the box. I just put it back on the top shelf. And I'm living off like two knives, 2 spoons, 3 forks. I'm good.
That's amazing.
Do you have a taste or anything?
No.
Can we wrap this up before you order, bro?
Well, no. I'll be ordering while we're wrapping it up. That way I don't have to wait.
Well, just wait. We're wrapping it up. Just chill out.
Hey, bro.
I know, you act like you're this kid from Ethiopia or something who hasn't eaten.
You're such a Craig sometimes, dude.
Ethiopian.
Okay. The very best case is that I think that Amanda will have scarred Ciara to a level that, because Ciara is already very sensitive. She's already been deeply affected by this relationship with West, whether you think that it was like West did something so horrible for her to be so offended and so affected by it or not. I think that she was. I don't think she made that up. I don't think she drummed it up. I think that she was devastated over this relationship. And a girl knows when another girl is in that space. And for her to be a sounding board and vice versa, for also Ciara to be that sounding board and that like person that's going to build her back up when like, if Amanda poured out all this shit about her and Kyle's relationship and said things like, I just don't know if I deserve anything better. I just don't know if I'm ever going to find anyone who gives a shit about like, and for Ciara is literally like her voice is quivering in opposing that idea and being like, why would you think that? You're the greatest. You're so fiercely loyal. Like I could cry thinking about that scene if these things were going on. Even if they weren't going on, which I totally don't believe this, but even if they weren't happening until after the fact and the Super Bowl is the first time they've ever hooked up or whatever. Ciara was there and now you've made a fool of her. And now Ciara's going to have to look back at every single interaction she's had, everything. I can't believe I told her about this. She even knew that there was this other girl, and she's like, they're just going to, like, Ciara's going to be driving along. She's going to be on her way to work, and these things are just going to dawn on her, and she's going to look back and feel like, what a fool they made of me. What an idiot I am. On top of the fact that they just had this big discussion about the race thing, and and these are all white people. These are all white people that continue to just make her look like an idiot. And I do want to say, Ciara, maybe it's time to not date white dudes anymore, because
Ciara needs to call Lake's mom. Hang out with Lake's mom for a couple of
yeah.
weeks. Go on a little, just hang out with her. You'll be good.
Yeah. And I get it. The heart wants what it wants. You can't help who you fall in love with. But like,
I mean, if I'm Andy, I'm giving Ciara a spinoff right now. Simply Ciara in the city.
Simply Ciara.
Something, right?
Ciara
Or
in the city.
like a lot of people have mentioned, she just bought a house. She bought her grandparents' house, right? And it was like a process, and like kind of kept it a secret from her family, and is going to redo it and surprise them, or not redo it, but like refurb and surprise it.
Where's the house?
Reno house, Georgia.
She's from Georgia, I think.
Georgia, maybe.
They call the show Ciara Goes West, because she's leaving New York, going west to Georgia.
He didn't mean that. He didn't mean that either.
Yeah,
That's a clever title.
Southwest.
Right now, Ciara could have bajillion-dollar offers for her to strike right now. Even Lindsay and Carl, who have nothing to do with any of this, I feel like they did that Uber Eats commercial, the Carl's a Mess commercial, instantly. Yeah. Kyle has been out talking about his business, putting out more marketing for his business, taking meetings, making deals, moving and shaking. Has apparently had a 40% increase in sales in Loverboy just this past week.
How? You can't get it.
Do you want to know what Ciara did?
12 to 20.
The victim of this?
Yeah, put out that Girl Scout thing.
Girl Scout District 6000 or whatever. Here's the link. You should donate to them. They taught me how to be a sister, how to be a friend, how to do for myself. Like,
yeah, suck on that, Amanda.
Like, this is the most selfless woman on this show. Like, it's just,
yeah.
She just continues to sort of rise above all these
I don't even think it
fools.
was her Girl Scout troop, which makes it even better. It's a Girl Scout troop that the girls are from foster homes. Troop 6000 is a troop that caters to girls who are in foster homes so that they have a chance to partake in the Girl Scouts.
Not even her own troop.
Yeah, Ciara's Scout troop was like, whatever, 30,000, 26. She said, or 20,000. She said at the bottom, shout out to troop 20,003 or something. And I think that's her troop, but 6,000 is a Girl Scout troop that caters to.
I wonder how many cookies they sold.
There are so many. Probably so many.
What are you door dashing right now? Why don't you door dash
some Girl Scout
some
cookies?
Troop 6,000 cookies.
It's from New York.
Yeah.
That might be stale when they get here. But I'll get me some Thin Mints.
All right. Anyways, we just wanted to get Travis's take, and
no, my name is Mike Connor. If you have any problems with what I said, my name is Mike Connor.
Email.
Call Phil and say, you employed this guy?
Yeah, don't put that.
Yeah, don't say that. How about that?
We talked to Travis. He'd like to donate his paycheck to Troop 6000.
That's funny, Travis.
All right. We'll see you on Wednesday for Summer House. Love you. Bye.
Or if I get canceled before, then I won't, I guess.
Like and subscribe. Be a part of the mission. Do you know what's crazy?
I don't care.
They found love in a lonely place.